Hello, everybody. I had a long night at work last night, and so I woke up really late today. It's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I mean, I slept in, man. I gotta work at 6 again, but I wake up and discover that the president has given up the ghost. President Biden isn't running. Like I said in my previous video about it, I didn't think he was gonna do it, but by God, he did. I guess COVID and just things. 1968, man. It's so, guys, getting eerie now. It's just, what's going to happen? He's giving up, man. He's endorsing Kamala Harris. He hasn't actually spoken about it yet. He's only written a letter, where he talks about it. He has not actually given a speech. I don't know, man. Is she just going to be automatically given the nomination? Because he's got all the delegates. I don't know how that works. He's literally got the nomination wrapped up. He could still take the nomination if he wanted to. But I don't know. Kamala Harris, he's gonna try and hand it right over to her. And like I said in my other video, he's probably gonna the party's gonna get behind him and try and grease the skids for her. But I'm telling you, man, that convention could get contentious. There could be other people that rise up now. Pete Buttigieg or those people, anybody could try and sprout up campaigns, and we could have a brokered convention in 60. That'd be just crazy. I don't know, man. Donald Trump is just sitting there laughing right now. He's laughing. He thinks he's won re-election for sure. The Democrats will have to shock the world here to win this election, and I do believe that. I think we just got him. He just got elected, and that frightens me. That just frightens me. I feel like it would have been best for the Democrats to just have Biden just stay in the race. He had a chance. He's about the only person who really right now has a chance to beat Trump. Stay in the race, get elected, and then if you really feel like stepping down, do it, say, a year into your presidency, step down. At least you got him out of the way. And now, it's going to be him, I think. I don't see Kamala. I'm going to vote for Kamala, if it's her. Any Democrat they put up, I'm going to vote for him. And I'm not sure, it's so early in this process yet that I don't know what's going to happen. Oh. I should have more together here. Chicago's coming up in under a month, I guess. And there was chaos in that 68 convention in Chicago. And now they're back there. And it's probably going to be somewhat chaos again. I don't see there being a riot like there was then, but it's going to be, it could be interesting. Be one of the most interesting presidential conventions in the modern history of this country. I did not think he was going to step down. But then again, I realize now, I forgot he had COVID. They didn't talk about it in the news much, do they? And it's just the debate. Yeah, I guess. The only thing he had going for him was incumbency, which, frankly, was the only chance anyone had to beat Trump, in my opinion. Now that's gone, and I don't know. Hubert Humphrey didn't beat Nixon in 68 when Johnson stepped down and basically anointed his vice president, Hubert Humphrey. Humphrey almost beat Nixon, but didn't quite. And the thing about Nixon's a similar figure to Trump, although Nixon is... I wish Richard Nixon was still alive in his prime. I'd vote for him. So much more competent, but yeah. I don't know. I'm still stunned. I'm doing this video just stunned. I don't know what to say. It's just, wow. I keep going back to it. It is 1968 all over again. We're getting the same crap. The only thing we're not getting is the Vietnam War. There's no war we're fighting. That's about the only. Everything else, man, it's just it all tracks, and it's just I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I've really there's much much more to say than that. I don't know. It might be not a long video because you know, I'm used to going 20 minutes or more, but it's just I don't have 20 minutes to talk about with this because I already talked about the rest of the election. And needless to say, I'm going to vote for whoever the Democrats do put up. And I'm not even a Kamala Harris fan, but it's more of an anti-Trump vote than anything for me. And I haven't really explored much into it. I discovered it when I woke up. My first thing I did check my subscriptions on YouTube, and Kabir Considers, which is a British guy that is a reaction channel that he does reaction on. He was talking about it. That's where I found out from a British guy. it's just surreal. That's how I found out, man. I was stunned. I guess I gotta give him credit for doing it because I thought his pride would just get in the way and he would stick it out. Even if he lost, he'd stick it out. I don't know. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes in the White House, of course. I don't know if they can, like I said, grease the skids for Kamala, and because Joe Biden owns all the delegates, man, all but a small handful. He won all the primaries and stuff, but not that we know. They didn't cover it. They didn't have to because he was the nominee, obviously. I don't know if he can just step down and give her the delegates or what he can do. I don't know how that works. It's not quite, it's a little different than in 1968 when Lyndon Johnson did it. Basically, there'd been one primary at that point. I think the New Hampshire and Wisconsin had happened. And Wisconsin, he had lost to Joe McCarthy, I believe. And so, Vietnam's going on, and he steps down and tells the American people, look, I'm not going to run. I'm going to concentrate on getting us out of this war, concentrate on being president till the end of my term. So it was early enough in the process that there was still time for somebody else to raise a campaign. And believe me, they did. And it ended up being Humphrey. It was more, I think that was behind the scenes. I think they did it behind the scenes. It was a different time. They didn't have as many primaries. It was done at state conventions and stuff back then. But the president got behind him and pushed him on the rest of the party. And that's how he won the nomination. And almost won, to be fair. And Hubert Humphrey was a pretty admirable man. He would have been a good president, I think. But I don't know about this one, though. Where all the delegates are wrapped up. And I don't know how you give the delegates back. I don't know how that works. It'd be interesting to see. I'm guessing it will end up being Kamala Harris because the party will get behind her. They will honor the president's wishes. They'll get behind her somehow and machinate it, whatever the word is, so that it's going to be her. But I wonder if anybody else could start a campaign now and go to Chicago and try and steal this thing somehow. Like Buttigieg or like, what's the Texas guy? I can't remember. Other Democrats, I'm just drawing blanks, but Hillary. No, that would never happen. Michelle Obama, somebody. If they could start a campaign literally at the convention, like it used to in the old days could happen, and win on like a fifth ballot or something. Oh man, I don't know. Just crazy. I mean, I'm only in 10 minutes about here, and I'm running out of steam because there's not much more to say. I was shocked. And again, if you want democracy to continue, we have to vote whoever the Democrats put up. We have to vote for that person. It's not an ideal situation, but it is what it is. We have to vote against the Republican nominee, who I do believe it just, I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to wrap her up. A little way early for this, 10 minutes. It feels weird wrapping up a video early, but I got to get ready for work in a little bit here, and I'm just, yeah. I got other things I got to do, and I just had to put my 2 cents in about this. It just stunned me. I'm kind of still groggy with sleep, and I'm not at my best right now. But, well, I guess that's it. I guess, well, as always, I'm out.